58-year-old Don Pitaniello from Rutland, Vermont, stopped a robber in his tracks recently when he was closing up the convenience store where he worked as a clerk at night. But the Vietnam veteran lost his job because the store owner said he violated company policy by carrying a gun at work and pulling it on the masked bandit. As Don told me, he did what he had to do. He chose his life over his job, and that he's alive today because he had a firearm that he's been carrying legally ever since he was 17 years old. Take a look.
105.3 Cat Country and the world-famous Willie Clark Morning Madhouse. The story of Don Pitaniello and that attempted robbery at Mac's convenience store making national news.
The robber ran out of there without any money. Well, Don's employer treated him really badly after that.
Ginny Simone from NRA News is here in town covering the story. But, I mean, this is just sickening. The way they've treated this man, because they didn't want him to have his gun and chase off thieves. They want people to just come in and rob the place.
Why is it that the bad guys get the advantage? Hey, come on in and rob us because we don't want anybody with guns in here protecting themselves. These people are nuts.
He's not wrong. These people are gutless. They don't want to stand behind their employee. What a joke.
The bad guys are winning. The bad guys don't follow the rules.
It's absolutely upside down and backwards. I've seen that time and time again where the actual victim is the one that's being perpetrated against, right here in our small town.
Here in Rutland, the crime is out of control. We were broken into twice. For the first time in 4.5 years, I was scared to work.
This is a cesspool right here, all fueled by these crackheads and heroin addicts.
They're looking to get quick money so they can go get their next fix, unfortunately.
People are afraid to go to the supermarket. Here's a guy that finally just had enough.
Oh, I was angry. I think he should have gotten a medal. It's about time somebody stepped up and said no, because they're going to keep escalating it.
There was an attempted robbery at a Mac's convenience store and then an actual completed armed robbery at the same Mac's convenience store weeks later.
Since I've been here, there's been 8 or 9 robberies and break-ins. It was never an if situation, ever. It was my time's coming, it's a matter of when. It was about 9:30. The door chimed. I looked over my shoulder and saw somebody coming in with their hoodie up over their head and a bandana up to their eyes. I'm just thinking nothing good's gonna come out of this. He walked up, bag in his left hand, knife in his right, empty the register. I said, really? I was about to open the register, and then he moved his hand with a knife, and it changed the situation for me from a robbery to an assault. I brought the pistol out from behind me and said, get out! He turned around and ran, and he has not been caught, and that's the whole problem.
I would do the same thing. I worked in a place in Wallingford that was robbed by 3 guys. I don't care if I get fired. It's my life.
Their policy is their policy, but personally I'd rather go home at night.
He's my man, I told him that already. Just didn't make any sense. Case closed.
When I called the office manager, I had explained right off the bat, I knew what their policy was and I knew I was violating it. And their first comments are, how much did they get? Was anything taken? It's never been, are you all right?
I think the corporate stores haven't learned that lesson. Their feeling is you just give them the money and everything will be fine. Well, if I have a knife in my face, I'm not going to be fine.
Even if you do, and it's happened, people have been hurt and killed, even after they've handed the money over.
I can give them the money, I can't take back my life.
Miss Allen, the owner, she was like a type A prosecutor that was out for blood. But she actually made me feel like I should be apologizing to the robber. She did say I was too aggressive to the robber. And after the 20 minutes, I quit.
And on top of that, you get a letter from the company?
After I was unemployed by them, I got a letter of no trespass. It's very strange. To me, it's off the wall.
You don't do that to a veteran. That makes it 10 times worse.
I'm still trying to swallow that. I understand policy, I don't understand the treatment.
What did the police say to you about you having your firearm?
Pretty much just about their exact words. I did everything right. I broke no laws, and they were glad I did what I did.
I think if there was armed clerks in every store, the robberies would stop in those stores. I definitely think it's a deterrent, no doubt about it.
This can't be tolerated.
Oh yeah, when I heard, I was like, we absolutely have to get done.
That was awesome.
I think that's great. A mom and pop store like that, that's open to his right to carry and totally embracing him is the right thing to do.
mean, that's just the best security you can get. I can guarantee you nobody's going to go in up there looking to hold up Don if they know anything about him.
Don't even bother trying it because your life at risk.
We're mom and pop. We're not a corporation. We make our own rules. I think what Don did sent a good message. And I feel safer with him here. I truly do. So their loss, my gain.
I was humbled. I was really humbled. I feel justice is served very much.
Our customer base has increased. They don't even stop to buy anything. They pull their car in once they see his motorcycle, come running in, shake his hand.
You're a good man. I'm glad you stood up for what you believe in.
Thank you.
But Don told me this isn't just about him surviving a close call. He's also concerned about the other workers here he left behind.
What I had intended to offer was for me to go and get certified by the state police so I could actually be secured. And she just kept saying, the cameras are enough. No, video equipment isn't safety.
Surveillance cameras only capture the crime. They don't prevent it.
But I could already have been stabbed, or if they did have a gun, I could have been shot.
No, doesn't work. I have a silent alarm. When I've seen it here on camera, seconds. The police are not going to get here.
If I can't help myself, then they're just going to clean up the mess afterwards.
It's time we protect ourselves.
I thank God I had it, and I would do everything exactly the way I did it if it ever happened again. I work for another company during the day. My wife is sick, chronic COPD. The bills are piling. Thank you, Obamacare. So I've got to do something. No regrets.
I think in the end, these people at Mac's are going to be sorry they did this to the guy because I know what I'm doing. I'm not going in a Mac's convenience store ever again.
It is time for store owners and Rutland to say stop.
We need to take Rutland back. I'm not advocating violating policy, but you're making the good guys pay for what the bad guys are doing. They can get away scot-free.
I think there's a lot of people in Rutland that would like to take their town back. They know the cops can't do it alone. I've been rallying for many, many years about stiffer penalties, stiffer sentences, and our court systems don't know how to deal with it at this point.
You need a gun for protection.
My wife just bought her first gun. She's never owned a gun in her life. If something happens, she knows how to use it. And it very well could have been you or me in there getting a gallon of milk or pumping your gas.
If you believe in the Constitution, if you believe in the right to protect yourself, make a stand.
Shall not be infringed.